it's got a whistle and it's got some shiny things right there. I think that means one of those ducks had to go down. I'm not sure. We ain't going down, guys. Barlow Brigade is here 750. 750. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? We looked at it. 750. Hey. How y'all doing, man? Whew, been a rough day. Been all over, man. And whew. Started off this morning, man. Got up, got a big old bunch of knives over to do a modified Monday. And next thing you know, I was in a lawyer's office. And after that, I was at a tax assessor's office. Then I was at the bank. And I come home, tried to rest for a minute. Man, it was just it's been a terrible day. I don't know what's going on, man. I guess it's gonna be okay. I took care of all the business and I got everything where it's supposed to be. I got home, and as soon as I got home, got a notice that the mail had run, so I ran out there and got the mail. And I was pulling back up into, I got to take my truck out. It ain't about 40 feet, but I got to take my truck out there to the mailbox because it's kind of washed out and really steep downhill. If I go out there on my walker, I'll probably fall down. Next thing you know, I'll be in the hospital or something. Anyway. All that don't matter. I can overcome all that. But as I was pulling back up to the house, I get a text from a fine feller. I'm talking about a fine feller. His name's Jeff Jackson. He's one of my subscribers. He comments on everything, every video. He gets in there, he chops it up, and I think I owe him a Barlow, which I'll probably be able to do here pretty quick. But I was sitting there and I looked at that and I went, wow, man, I did it. I did it, 750, man, amazing. You know, I've been slowly climbing and I finally got there. And if people like HT and G-Man, Gordon Holman, people shouting me out and trying to get it done, just amazing, guys. I mean, just amazing. All my fellers, I got my fellow, as soon as I got that text from Jeff, next thing you know, I get, texts started rolling in from the fellers. First one of them was Brother Lanny, driver 38. Sent me a congratulations, and then Brother Harold and all of everybody, and then the OG came in. He sent me a personal text, and appreciate you, OG. Holla at your boy. Anyway, congratulations. If it wasn't for y'all, it would have never happened. But while I was, got the mail calls, I get a text from somebody else. Said, man, I got some knives on them. I said, well, I'm always wanting to look at some knives. But that's a whole nother story, and we'll get into all that in another day. Bad enough I got the load I got to deal with, and I'm talking about it's a load. But I was digging through there last night and found one more knife, 1990 buck 110. So, but my problem is, I am an addict, and I will be forever an addict. I have obsessive behavioral traits, and I want to go in there and pour them out on the counter, dig through every one of them, put every one of them in the vapor rust or mineral oil, whatever it is. However we're gonna do it, and fix them all right now. I want to do it. I'm obsessed. I need to get it done. But I when I was folding my shirts this morning or hanging them up, I looked real hard at what I was doing, and I got to have every shirt going the same way. I got to have all the coat hangers going the same way, and that shocked me back into remembering that, I may not have a lot of time, but I got enough time to where I can slow down and do a couple of 2 or 3 at a time, and maybe start at 6, 4 or 5, and then, work on those and do it, get a load. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 6 ready for this week, and I just got them Thursday. So But anyway, so I got another box of knives. Not as many, but there's some pretty good bangers in there. Some real good bangers. But the mail call. The first one I got about I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm sitting here, and every morning I get up and I have I have my coffee with Brother Harold. But before all that, I go through all the shorts that were put out during the night and respond to all of those. And there's a gentleman named W.C. Quick. Okay, now he has 3 or 4. He has 2 channels I know of, maybe 3. He's an author. He's a retired welder. He's an inventor. He's a coin collector. He's a knife collector. A buck authority. This man has the buck. He knows the buck stuff. I mean, he's got them too. He buys. He's a buck of the month club, and he's got the. He knows the. He's like Brother Harold. I bet the cup of coffee between them two would be very, very interesting. But anyway, but about I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, he mentioned something about not having a case sod buster. Well, I went over there and got a sod buster out of my thing, cut a half stop in it, made it a spear point. It was a case, yellow Delrin. I showed it to y'all. It looked like some advertising company had used it to carve stuff into the plastic to see if they could or into the synthetic covers. And there was 3 or 4 logos on one side, one on the other side, and they had engraved something on one side of it, or ever how they do whatever. But anyway, I got all that off. I sanded it all down, and I sent it to WC. And today he sent me back a little package, a little something, which he didn't have to do. I told him in the note I sent him, I said, look, from your lips to my ears, man, here's your case sodbuster, enjoy it. And I had a little bag of foreign coins that I threw in there because he's a coin collector. They were doing me no good. They were in my way in my drawer. That doesn't devaluate them or doesn't make them any less. It was still a gift from me to him, and he appreciated it. And I thank you very much for that. So, but I get this little box from him today, and the very poignant little note that I'm gonna keep between me and him. And in there was I haven't looked it up. Now I know what to look for, but it's a Kennedy $50. Okay, it's probably one of the mints that they didn't do a lot of minting of this particular coin. They have 4 or 5 mints around the country, and that one was probably a low numbered mint mark. But I'll check it out. I'll let y'all know. And in that box was this bad boy right here. This is the real deal Holyfield right here. Mountain of Jar! Real deal Holyfield. Y'all see that? It says United States Marine Corps. Okay? And it's a user. It has been used. The bell is missing. None of these are problems for old Big Jim. He'll take care of this. But it has the elongated cap lifter. I almost did what I told y'all not to do. I was fixing to open both of them up at the same time. So, but anyway, I haven't cleaned the tank stamp up, so I can't show it, y'all. Brother Dan, we did it, brother. Brother Dan, we did it. Anyway, there's that's usually a spear point blade, and cap lifter with the screwdriver, and over here, you don't ever open the same 2 instruments on the same blade at the same time, because that's what breaks the spring. But anyway, the awl has been broken off here. So I'll dig that out of there, sand it smooth, and we'll turn this into a good jackknife. I'll smooth off peen the pins and get them smooth to where this will be a toter. And the other knife that he put in here, come on guys, come on. WC, man. Come on. I got about 18 different things I'm going to share with y'all. But look at this. First of all, let's look at Boy Sprouts. Okay. This is an old one. I haven't dated it. I don't know anything about it. I just had it for a few minutes. But if you look at that tank stamp, it says Ulster, USA. Okay. Now, right now, just by looking at it, from what I can tell, This is probably a mid-60s to mid-70s Boy Scout knife. Now this has the small cap lifter screwdriver, can opener, and the awl. But look at that Delrin cover on there. Y'all see that? Man, I get a hold of that with my little polishing cloth and some of Brother Harold's magic salve. She'll get in there where she fits in there, guys. Trust me. That's going to be a banger. Okay, next. There's another box out there. Pretty good sized box. I don't wear it. I guess I left it outside. But anyway. And this one I knew was coming because he sent me an email. Just an outstanding gentleman. He's a member of the Sheriff's Department in Amarillo, Texas. He works in the prison system there. He's a guard. He does leather work and collects knives and things such as that in his spare time to break the monotony and the high tension that goes along with being a prison guard. Harold Bentley, man, Harold Bentley is, y'all, listen, Harold Bentley, Stephen Jeffries, Aaron Williams, Make Cutlery Great Again, Charlie Cook, I know Jerry Phillips. I know I'm going to leave somebody out, and I don't mean to. It's just because I'm shooting from the hip. I don't have any notes. I don't even know what to do on any of this. I'm just talking, and that, of course, I do that pretty good sometimes. Anyway, did I mention that we got the 750? Man, wish I had a whistle. Man, if I had a whistle or something, that'd be really cool. Anyway, so he said he was going to throw something in there for the giveaway. See, y'all look. Now, Brother Howard, did I say? Okay, Howard Bentley. Make sure I get his name right. Y'all look here. Tater skin. Okay. Now, I did a magic trick on this, Brother Howard. It's got a little magic on it. I made it go, pfft. Okay. But y'all look in there. Y'all see that? Uh-huh. Tater skin. That's brown micarta. Yeah, if I can get it out there. Brown micarta. 4 1/4 inch. Trapper. Okay? Brand new in the box. Ain't never been sharpened, ain't never been toted. Brother Howard Bentley, no kin to the doctor, has sent this to go in the giveaway for our celebration. Look at that shield, got the Rough Rider shield, got the double nail nicks. We talked about all this. Smooth satin finish on the blade, good positive half stop. Got the click. Let's see, we can get that old spade blade out of there. Old fingernail about gone. Right into the half stop. Got a good walk and talk. Okay. Right back into the half stop. There's your good snap. See what I did there, Brother Howard? I hope that's okay with you. But anyway, you know. Anyway, tater skin. Now look at him. I might get a bigger box. See that? Busting at the seams, y'all. Oh, we might could get 4 more knives in there before this is over. All right, well, next, Brother Howard, send this little jewel in here. Look at this. Y'all know what that is? I can't do the flip because I ain't, you know me, I gotta adjust it, oil it, get it where it needs to be, but that's a 123, no, that's a 223 OT. lock back pocket clip old timer. Is it salty? Yeah. But you know what? It's an old timer. Don't matter. Listen to this. And where's that one gonna go? In the box. All right. So I'm still looking through the box, and there's all kind of bubble wrap and all that kind of stuff in there. And I was looking, there's one more little bubble wrap. Now I looked on it, the bubble wrap, and it said Gibby, Father Gibby. Y'all look at this. Okay. That's pretty cool right there. I don't care how you pull your pants on. That's pretty cool right there. Look on this side. Y'all seen his sheets. I showed it y'all 137, 241 times. Howard Benny with that Texas stamp. Got that Texas stamp on there. That's right. Amarillo. And look, if that slip couldn't get any better, look at this. Toasted stag bead. Lord have mercy. You don't know how close I came putting this one in my pocket. Giveaway, Smithaway. We're going to put this in the pocket of hay. Where's it going to go? Come on, everybody. All at one time. Where's it going to go? In the box. All right. Now, this next one is not going to go in the box, okay? Well, actually, it's a little bitty one and then the big one. But this little bitty one right here, look at that. That little Texas, got that little buffalo on there. Yeah. That's probably going to go on old Big Jim's keychain. And then, out of total amazement, I'm sitting out there in my garage, Milo's, weaving in and out of my legs. I'm digging through this box. Just total amazement. I want y'all to look. I didn't do it today because I was being silly, but I normally say, welcome to the bog. Wiggins, Mississippi. And look, Milo and Max right there on top of it. I wish I had, I just got back from the mothership, and look what I picked up. The whole room smells good. Ain't even cooked none of it yet. If I had my HT Bubba mug with the knife doctor on the thing, she'd be sitting right on top of the bog, Wiggins, Mississippi. Okay, that ain't going in there. Okay, and if that just doesn't make everything so good, I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Just when you think life don't get no better, along comes Howard Bentley. Y'all ready? Is everybody sitting down? Okay, y'all, we're finna go for a ride. Y'all hold on. I ain't never did this before, y'all. I hope y'all can see that. Watch this. It's an elephant nightstand. Now, I feel sure this is probably a pipe stand. I don't know. But in his infinite wisdom, he said, you know what? He said, I think Big Jim put a knife on that. And you know what? I will. Every day. It's going to be sitting right there. It's going to have something on it. I would put, it don't matter. Look, let's try this. Y'all look here. I put that big old hammerhead on there. Look at that. Kershaw. Whoop. Hold on. Kershaw. That little Elefante is holding that Kershaw. Look at that. Ain't that cute? That's what I'm saying. But he ain't going in the giveaway. Sorry. That's Big Jim. Okay? Right here at the bottom. Oh yeah, didn't I say today was Modified Monday? Stay right there. Stay. Okay. Modified Monday. Y'all remember this? That old hammerhead that was in that big box of knives they got? Big bag of knives. Look at that hammerhead. I done got her polished up. I done got her picked up. Now y'all remember the back of it looked like somebody had used it as a tack hammer. But let's look at her now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got her all sanded up. Got it all polished up. And, of course, about half the blade's gone, but that's, we ain't worried about that too much. Old Case, 81 Case hammerhead. What I did was if y'all look at the Delrin was white, but see all the pits and bashes and the cracks and all that. I mean, it had been stored so badly it turned white. I literally had to just, sand it. And even after I sanded it, see how it's got the pits and the cracks and all that in there. But what I did when I sanded this, it was flat. So I put it in my little vise and took me some sandpaper, did a seesaw on it till I got the sun going smooth. All I did was make this a user to where Big Jim could put it in his pocket and enjoy it. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to enjoy it. Okay, one more thing. I ain't going to do it in front of y'all, but y'all know that I am a smoker. And I like cigarettes too. Look at this. Howard Bentley, correctional officer in Amarillo, Texas, sent me a Wolf Zippo. And it is a 2012. And that says F. That would be a 7, which is the month of my birthday, July. So, there you go. Howard Bentley, brother. I cannot wait for the day that I can shake your hand and show you the love that you deserve. I got you a box. I mean, it'll come. You know it will. I told you before that. But see, every time you do something like this, I got to dig in there and find something else. But I know that you're not, you do this because you love the knife community. And I sure wish we could get you making some videos. Man, he showed me some pictures of his knife room. Whew. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Anyway, guys, look at that. Old Gimme box getting kind of full, but you know what? I went down to the mothership. That's right. Had some good Christian fellowship with Preacher Billy Ray Bond. Me and him had a long session, and he blessed me in more ways than you can imagine. We talked about some things that needed to be talked about, and I'm just as happy as I could be. I got ready to go, and he kind of walked me towards the door. I told him I had hit my 750 goal, and he hooked me up with some decals to go in the boxes. And then before I could get out the door, he said, hey. And I turned around, and he said, here. And this is what he handed me. 3 pocket knives. I don't know what they are. They're unopened. But, okay, all together now. Where's it going to go? In the box. So then he got another one up there. This is a 278. I have no idea what that is. Probably a little Stockman. Probably some kind of, I don't know. But it's taped shut, and it will stay taped shut. And one more time, all together. Where's it going to go? In the box. And last but not least, I believe this is like that. I think this is a large yellow Stockman. But don't make me lie to you because I don't know. But one more time, where's it going to go? In the box. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh, I showed y'all the Mako. And since it's Modified Monday, I'm going to show y'all one more. This is a Craftsman Japanese-made folded hunter. Smooth white bone. Okay, just smooth as it could be. Well, they had some little jigging on it. You know, they kind of make it look, try to look like kind of like stag, but old Big Jim got it all. He got it, burnt the ends of it. Got a little, put a little dye on it. Dyed it a little orange. Got it all slicked up. Got it polished up. But the old blade was broke. Lost about 3/4 of an inch of the blade. So old Big Jim turned her into a drop point. Beautiful pocket knife. Now it's short bladed, but it was broken. We could have thrown it in a scrap pile and took it to the scrap yard. But y'all look at them handles, man. Beautiful. Okay. Now I got there's a feller. I want to say he's in New York State. Some of y'all may watch him. That might be a clue. But anyway, he did a little video about these Craftsman pocket knives, and I gave him a little information that I had. But y'all look at that thing stamp there, and got some great looking. It might be a real stag. I don't know, but she's a fatty. Ain't no doubt about that. And I got her pretty sharp. She's a fatty. Don't know a whole lot about it. Didn't look nothing up. All I was worried about was having something from Modified Monday. I had bought 2 other pocket knives. Then the load came in, so yeah, there I am once again. Anyway, what else? Anything else we need to talk about? Oh yeah. Did I mention that we hit 750? Thought maybe I did. I wasn't really sure. And you know, there's a couple fellas I need to holler at. One of them's going to be Dwayne Clark. He moves me every day into thinking about the Lord, and he does some great videos, just absolutely stunning videos about his carrying on, his when he goes out hunting, him and his wife and family, and they go on excursions to look things, and then finally, Modified Monday. Y'all know what that means. OA Dub. He's one of them fellas that told me congratulations today, and I personally, you know, I started doing Modified Mondays back when I'd take these old Pakistani pocket knives and I would dye them with coffee. I kind of did that for 2 or 3 weeks, I think. I dyed a Congress, and I dyed a little Stockman I had, and I dyed a Trapper that I bought down at Deep South. And so if y'all not watching Aaron Williams, man, he's into the fixed blades right now, which is fine. You know, because some of his modifications are unbelievable. Now, okay, one more. Just because it's one more, 30 minutes. Okay, look here. There've been 3 or 4 people do this pocket knife. I showed y'all this the other day. There've been 3 or 4 people do some rebuilding on these. I had 2 of these. One of them was my original one that I had since I don't know, probably the middle 70s. And Brother HT had one, and the scales on his had decomposed, and when he tried to clean it up, it all fell apart. So I sent him that one, so he could use that to take the blade out of his and put into the one that I sent him. But y'all know the pocket knife. It's a 650 USA Gerber. Got the pause stop, something that we all learned from Briar Patch Blades, Brother Chuck. I miss you, Brother Chuck. Man, I wish you were here to help me celebrate. But anyway, there's the 650 USA Gerber. Now there's a boo-boo on this one. I'll show it to you in just a second. But that says 650 USA. And on this side it says Gerber, Gerber. It says Portland, Oregon, USA. Now then, you can take this knife. I thought I had a frosted thumb stud, but I didn't. All I got is the brass. I got 2 or 3 of those. But you can take this knife and with your thumb just roll it around till it locks. And it's solid as a rock. And it ain't going to come loose. Then you can do anything you need to do. I'll put a little choil in there, a little sharpening choil. And then the other way you can do it is it doesn't have a nail nick when you just grab it and go right into there. Okay? And then, all right, Brother H2, let's see if I don't know if I can do it or not. Let's see if I can pass the test, okay? Okay. I didn't pass. Well, maybe I did. I can do it. I just can't do it on camera. I'm kind of like him. Me and him both have a flipper deficiency. Anyway, it'll flip. Just gotta get it. I gotta use a little hand action. But the thing about this knife, and let's see if I have something to test here. That ain't it. I can't use that. Oh, there. Oh, Big Jim, come get her in there where he needs to get in there. Y'all looking right at me, ain't you? Okay. I always accuse Mike Yarlett of being the post-it note assassin. Ain't nobody called me the 3x5 card assassin yet, but it's probably coming. Now y'all look. That's the reason we carry these guys. It don't get much sharper than that. Well. One more time. I gotta do this. I gotta do this for Ted Hart. There you go. Little Curly Q. All right, guys. 750. Thank you. Now, since we got there, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to give y'all the 411. In a future video, I'm going to let this mellow. I'm going to let it, I'm going to get up there around 760, 765, somewhere in there. Because you know, as soon as I do the giveaway, 20 people's going to unsubscribe. So, we're gonna let it mellow a little bit, and then one day when there ain't nobody looking, I'm gonna say, put Bazooka Bubblegum in the chat, and everybody that puts Bazooka Bubblegum in the chat will be entered into the thing. And I'm not gonna say another word about it. There ain't gonna be no title. There ain't gonna be nothing else. I'm just gonna sit here and tell you what you need to do to be entered into the giveaway. Okay, and then I'll filter those guys, and I'll do. Might do a live, or I'll record it either way, and show y'all my picking of, just like I did last time, how I'm going to pick the winner of these epic 3 boxes of stuff. So that's how I'm going to do it. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been taking this bag of coffee in that kitchen. I'm going to make me a pot of coffee and I'm going to drink it. And then I'm probably going to go to sleep. I'm going to pray real hard to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to give me the strength and the power to fulfill my duties here at the Barlow Brigade and to live the kind of life I need to live, because I am a blessed man. Jesus died for me. His sins are, he took all of our sins to heaven, to where if we believe and we go forth in a proper way, we will all be saved and enter into the gates of heaven. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. I am the Barlow Brigade, rule number 9.